we went on quite near the end, and so we were sitting there for 3 hours waiting to play. It's so exciting, all these wonderful bands playing, and then our moment came, and we really wanted to treasure it. Of course, the adrenaline was really running through our veins all night, and so we haven't slept really. But it's great to be here with you and to share this great excitement this afternoon.
It was kind of neat for me as a Brooklyn boy to have it at the Barclays. Had you played Brooklyn before in any of the Murray the K shows and that stuff?
That was our very first show over here. We came over on Christmas Day, 1964, with the #1 record in the nation, and we were playing with Patti LaBelle, Benny King, the Drifters, the Shirelles, Chuck Jackson. It was just, we were scared stiff because these guys were so talented. We were 18, 19 years old, but they were fantastic to us. They took us to their hearts, and I remember particularly some wonderful sessions speaking with all of us to Patti LaBelle after the shows each night, and she became a real friend. And I remember her saying at that time, "There's a new kid on the block, you've got to check her out. She's called Aretha Franklin." I remember that.
A new kid on the block.
And then she said, and another girl you've got to really look at is Nina Simone. We hadn't heard either of these names. Aretha hadn't even joined Atlantic. It was a cabaret period before then. But, it's treasured memories, actually.
Was that your first trip to America for all of you?
Yes, it was 6 months after we signed the contract.
Were you scared?
Just a bit. You see, the thing to remember is that America is the home of rock and roll, it's the home of the blues, and this is the music we absolutely loved. So all British musicians are desperate to get to America, to the home of rock and roll. And so all our dreams came true, but we were 18 and 19 years old, so it was quite a lot to take in. It was very, very exciting and incredibly scary.
When everybody has said to me, every band that first did this in the 60s all said, it's very big. America is bigger than we ever...
Not only big, but it was. New York, when I first came to New York, I didn't like it for the first couple of trips because it was just so overwhelming. And the difference between the culture in the UK and in America at that time was unbelievable. All the cars to us at that time looked like mobile jukeboxes, and it was so different to the UK, the UK situation culturally. So it was quite overwhelming at first, but then New York actually has become one of my favourite places in the world, I have to say.
Awesome.
Also, the main thing, I think when we first came here, is to hear sirens on the cars, because English police cars had bells. So we weren't used to that.
Who was it? Somebody was Neil Innes. He was in the Bonzo Dog Band. Said we rented a map. We bought a map and we rented a car because we're going to drive to Canada and drive. He goes, we never noticed. We just thought we're kids that England would be the same size. Nobody ever said to us, you could fit 4 UKs inside this country. We thought, well, we'll drive to Chicago. How long could that be? He goes, well, it must be like from London to Liverpool. It looks like it's that far.
There was, I remember early on discovering there was a ranch in Texas called King Ranch, and it's bigger than it's bigger than England. One ranch, man, unbelievable.
It's big. It's very big. How this all